on this Thursday morning. Let's quickly go over that forecast. Really not a lot to talk about. 20% chance of those showers today and tomorrow. It's about 63 degrees out there already this morning. Going to be an absolutely beautiful day. Some clouds mixed in with some sun today, though. 86 for that high. Tomorrow, 88 for your high. It says, according to Weather Channel, 40% chance of rain on Saturday so far. So those are hit or miss, too, and not just all-day downpours, so that's good. So don't let it ruin anything you have to do in case it's outdoors, because Saturday, oh, I shouldn't have said it, but June 6th, there's a bike run. I can't really say a bike run because then you think of motorcycles. We're talking about MS Bike. And that is it Bike MS or
Bike MS?
Bike MS, that is it. We're talking about MS, and actually you were just telling me that you have
Yes, ma'am.
MS, and I was like, well, you know, used to, I guess you could probably see somebody and know what they have, and now you can't.
I'm not in a wheelchair. I don't have to use a cane, but that's today. Who knows what tomorrow will be like? So
when you were first diagnosed, what made you start to feel or what were some of the symptoms you started to feel?
well, I woke up one morning and I couldn't feel my feet or my hands, and it gradually grew as far as numbness. It spread and it was more intense.
Nothing prior to that, or
no
tingling or nothing?
No, it came on one day. I woke up just feeling like that. I thought I'd messed up my back, digging out a plant from the day before, but then that spring I actually lost vision in my left eye. But it came back. So
you didn't panic, freak out, go to the doctor that morning?
I called the doctor and I made an appointment, and when I finally went and saw the doctor, the symptoms had gone away and it wasn't something that they could diagnose.
So it wasn't that urgent. Wow. Okay, well, tell me about the bike run.
Well,
it's the bike run again.
there's 4 different routes. There's a 25-mile route, 45, 75, and 100. The 25-mile route is great for beginner cyclists. It's really flat. Just goes out about 12.5 miles and comes back over to the Wellness Center Park. 45-mile has a little more hill to it.
Okay.
And then the 75 and 100 go north of the Elk River. And those are some pretty challenging rides.
I'm serious.
For the experienced cyclist, great.
Starts at 7:30.
Okay. Be there sharp. Is it still? Can you still register? Can you register the day of?
Yeah, we've been signed up for a while and raising funds for a while, but you can sign up on the ride day for $30 and just sign a little commitment to try and raise some funds. I think the minimum is like $150.
And all the money stays here in Alabama, and it helps take care of people that cannot afford the medication. I'd like to mention that my medication costs $14,000 every 3 months, and there are people that can't afford that medication, and the National MS Society tries to help people afford their pay for their medication.
This day and time when you hear somebody has medication, $14,000, my goodness, what do you do?
You make a choice.
What's important to you and what you have to do and what you
Yes,
don't.
ma'am.
All right, so if you feel any of those symptoms, you just urge people to try to go and keep an eye on it.
Talk to your doctor. First time anything goes on, I was over in a chiropractor's office, and if I had only been to my primary care physician and kind of went through the laundry list of things that had gone on, I probably would have been diagnosed and been on medication that would have stabilized everything much sooner. As it is, there's damage that's permanent. It'll never be repaired, and the medication I'm on doesn't stop anything from happening except more damage. So I urge you, if you have anything that's going on with you, please talk to your physician. The National MS Society is a wonderful resource, and mss.org is a wonderful resource for people that have been newly diagnosed with MS to go and do some research. Too much bad information out there. It's got some really good stuff. So
mention that godsend you told me about earlier.
Oh, Mr. David Kyle. He was diagnosed probably about 12 years ago with MS. He woke up completely, partially paralyzed on one side of his body, and spent an entire year on a couch watching his children grow up in front of him. He was my godsend when I was first diagnosed with MS, and if I hadn't had him to lean on, I don't know what I would have done.
No, don't
truly,
cry.
it touches my heart, because
good people out there.
He's a very good person.
Aww.
And there are support groups out there too. The MS Society does have a support group starting up here in Athens. There is one over in Huntsville, and they have guest speakers come in all the time to talk about current trends in medication, what's on the horizon, and things you can do just to kind of,
help you.
maybe alleviate the symptoms like being active or
Oh, yeah, and
therapies you
definitely
can do.
being active is so very important.
Okay, June
Thank you.
6th. Keep that date. If you need any information, I'm sure they can contact the hospital for more information or check out the websites as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
both for being here and for playing the game.
Oh, boy, that was fun.
full of
Always
answers.
fun, full of answers. All right, well, we're going to head over to Benny. You ready, Benny?
Ready for
We'll be right
what?
back.
Good morning, Tennessee Valley. It's way too early. Be sure to watch Way Too Early with Gary Dobbs and my buddy Jamie Cooper.
I'm Bessie Orange from Morning Alabama. Wake up, Tennessee Valley. Way too early.
These folks are just a few of the people in the Tennessee Valley who already know about our new show here on Channel 31. Way Too Early with me, Jamie Cooper, and Gary Dobbs. The show starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and will be live Monday through Friday. Here's a brief preview of a rehearsal of Way Too Early.
Jamie Cooper and Gary Dobbs.
This is going to be a show that's just a little bit different from what you, well, it's a whole lot different than what you morning folks have been accustomed to seeing this time of morning.
Can't say that, Jamie.
From what you morning folks have been accustomed to seeing. A few of the things you'll see on Way Too Early are some of your favorite country rover stories, Tennessee Valley towns and places of interest, unusual and entertaining guests, and of course, up-to-date weather with none other than Gary Dobbs himself. Well, people are already starting to sing about Way Too Early.
It's the way to start today. 'Cause it's way too early.
Well, I've got our clock set for the right time, first thing in the morning.
6 a.m., Monday through Fridays here on Channel 31. It's Way Too Early, a show that's going to be a whole lot different than what you're used to. So please watch us, 6 a.m., Way Too Early.
I kind of got into the cake a little early. Me and Maddie did, old Benny, but thank you for bringing it this morning. Don't worry, I got plenty more of those shirts.
There you go.
What do you remember about 25 years ago when we started Way Too Early?
Well, it's 74 and a half. I can't remember a lot. It's not that I can't remember, my head's full.
Oh, I got you.
But anyway, I remember you as nice as you ever been.
Yeah, that was then. That was then.
Yeah, and you and Gloria are two of the nicest people I've ever known. But the thing about it is we had dark hair back then.
And more of it.
And more of it when we were a lot younger and everything. But anyway, want to say hello to all the millions of people listening in out there this morning.
I got to give a shout out to Tim Mays.
Yeah, I had lots
thank you,
of
sir.
them yesterday. And a couple of super group people at super group. Kaylin Crossan was supposed to come with me this morning and perform.
Well, before we hear rest of your life history, you go ahead and play something this morning. Thank you for hanging in there with me for 25 years.
Absolutely.
Benny Thurman.
Yeah.
Hit it.
And today's my dad's birthday, my late dad's birthday. He would have been 96 today.
All right, well, happy birthday, Mr. Thurman.
Yeah.
Hit it, Benny.
Storms never last, do they, baby? If bad times all pass with the wind, your hand in mine still the thunder, till you make the sun wanna shine. I followed you down so many roads, baby. Picked wildflowers and songs sad songs, and every road we took was for the truth. And the storms brewing now, they won't be the last. Storms never last, do they, baby?